You might wonder why Dr. Joe Dispenza has been creating a lot of online courses for abundance lately, why he talks about abundance a lot more, because we have been wondering the same thing. It's quite unusual for him because he usually talks about health and healing, and it was very new that he all of a sudden started to talk about abundance. It started in spring with an online course that he offered live for people.
And we took that course.
We were joining that. And then he has been talking more and more about abundance. And something I discovered from his blog post was that he said he really wants manifesting abundance and becoming abundant in this community to become as natural as healing. Because we have heard dozens of healing testimonials from all kinds of diseases. And it's already in our consciousness. We can't not know this information anymore. And now he wants to do the same thing for abundance. He was still holding off with abundance for some reason.
And he didn't want to do it, really, he said.
And he thought everybody can just do it themselves. Everybody has their own view of abundance and their own ideas. Now he decided to start to offer this more. He even had a themed week-long retreat or advanced follow-up where he was really going into abundance. And now he launched an online course that is available for purchase. And if you think about it, people in his community are usually really focusing on their heart and are really becoming the love in their life. And imagine if those people become truly abundant. They're only going to do good for the planet. They're only going to do good for their communities. So that's why I feel that Dr. Joe really focuses on it now and teaches this to people.
You know, we took the spring course of abundance from Dr. Joe Dispenza. It was like a pre-course or preparation course for this, what he's selling right now. He just refined the videos and a little bit meditations in there, and it's kind of like a better, clearer version. We were having not good sound or not very good connection, so they had to fix it before the live course started. But now you can purchase it, and in the spring I felt that it was a little bit complicated for me in the beginning to decide who I want to be and who I don't want to be, and there were these milestones, and it was a little bit more like for managers or people who really are not sure how to grasp their things, how to grasp their visions and so on. And he helps you to really put it down on a paper and make it clear for you, so you don't make too big goals or too small goals. It seemed to me like it's more down to earth a little bit because of the practical. But at the same time, I wasn't very much into that course because I feel that if you purchase his books and if you will follow his formula, which he represents in his books, then you are going to be really good and you don't need to buy any abundance course. It's going to provide to you everything what you need. And as we've been doing meditations from Dr. Joe several years, really long time. So we met 2019 and we were meditating since that, definitely. I even before that. But if you are having really like few of his meditations, you already know what his meditations are about. You don't need to purchase all of them. He has been creating meditation after meditation after meditation for holidays, for heal your body, for blessing of the energy centers, and it's getting really overcrowded with meditations on his website as well. And I absolutely love Dr. Joe Dispenza. I love his work, and I know people demand this, but for me, I find my favorite meditations, and when I do them more often, then it's enough for me to play some music, and I already know the formula, so I don't need to do meditation, which is different, which he just uses similar words and he just instructs me with the same things. So if you truly decide to create something in your life, whatever it is, if it is health or if it is abundance, which we talk about now, it's going to be happening for you anyways. If you put your mind, set your mind on it. And if you are going to align your actions and connect heart and the brain and align them and synchronize them, or how does he call it? Synchronizing, or
the heart and the brain.
Yes, synchronizing. And no, not synchronizing.
Coherent heart.
Coherent heart and a brain. So that if you achieve that, that's all matters. And then whatever you think about and do, and you align these actions, you behave, believe, then you become. And that's it. That's all the fuss about it. That's all what that matters. Mm-hmm. You don't need to buy all the meditations. You don't need to buy all those abundant courses. We figured it out too, because we were still like, you know, we have to have this meditation, that meditation. Everything from Dr. Joe is like really cool. But lately, I, for example, do certain meditations and I'm like, the newer meditations are for me also quite too instructional, too much for logical people who, especially for men who need to have you're grateful, you're abundant, you're wealthy, you're blah, blah, blah. And it's so quick behind each other, the words, that I can't even have enough time to tune into gratefulness as much as I like to do. So I just do it my pace. I do it with my own music, or just laying in the bed. Yeah.
Because we don't always need the instructions. We don't always need Dr. Joe for this. And somebody was also asking if she can do the Dr. Joe's work, but without his meditations, because she doesn't want to buy them right now. I said, absolutely. It's just one of many tools out there to change your life, to improve your life, and you can absolutely do it yourself.
But usually when I feel like I lost track, or I am too much in a 3D, which has been happening this past week, I guess I'm too much in 3D and too much in my survival mode again, I know that it's good to go back to basics, and it's good to do meditations or tuning in with his formula and all the time repeat basically what we have already learned, and go back to books and just remind to yourself what you already know, but we love to forget because mind is very busy with other important things. And we've been very much exposed as people to super cool formulas, and we have to try everything, and then we get very confused and very chaotic, and our nervous system is not managing this. We have really so much information like a person 50 years ago didn't have in a lifetime. So not even maybe 2 lifetimes, or I don't know. Every day there is so many things and information which we have to chew through.
Yeah, and now we also have like 100 of his meditations. We have all of them, and it's harder to choose some of them. And it was easier in the past when we just had a handful. We always knew, okay, I'm going to do this, this. I want to change it here and there. It's now a little bit more tricky, even because we have more choice. And going back once more to the abundance course specifically, what I liked about it was that he was also talking about the 3D aspect, but I don't feel he does it that much in topic of health, for example, because he was saying like the qualities of an abundant person and the qualities of a person that lives in lack. And also it was about your goals, like how will you become abundant? You know, you have a mission, you have a purpose, and with that, like with creating your business or doing something that you really love doing, you can become abundant through this journey of your goals and your purpose. So that was really good to hear him also talk about this 3D aspect. And I've been getting more into this 3D part because we also have amazing projects, and it's really enjoyable to be on this process and on this journey to become abundant. But it was a bit unusual to hear it from him because he's very much focused on 5D, and that course was a little bit more on the 3D side. And also I felt it was a little bit limited towards like just you can become abundant through your business or through your purpose, but maybe there are also other ways.
Watch testimonials. People created it out of nowhere, like testimonial of Thomas. We can link it underneath this video.
Yeah,
it's just amazing because he inspires you that you can really truly create abundance in 5D. But of course He also had to take some steps towards his abundance. He just didn't sit on the couch. He had to invest or so.
Well,
Yeah,
it
out
was
of
not
nowhere.
really
yeah.
that intense what he had to do. I think like he was really doing the work. He was doing the
Yeah.
meditations. But Dr. Cho also doesn't really talk about the topic of health and healing, that you should eat a certain way, you should drink
Yeah.
enough water and so on. He doesn't really talk about this. He just focuses on the creation from the 5D. And I always felt doing this work that those things that need to be done in 3D, they come effortlessly as a result of your change, of your transformation. For example, I wanted to become an exceptional chef. That was my vision. And it wasn't like a hard process that I had to sit down and, okay, now I have to have an action plan. I have to have 3 goals. I have to be able to do 3 meals effortlessly. I have to be able to learn this culinary kitchen art, and I have to learn knife skills. It was nothing like this. It was just all happening very effortlessly. I met a chef. I took a class just because I really felt like it was a nice atmosphere. I learned some stuff. And then
you
I
didn't
just
actually meet a chef. We had Airbnb on our vacation, and it happened to be having the cooking classes right in the house. So who knows if it was created in a 5D or not, but I guess so.
And if I had to do it like from this 3D approach, I would have really had to push myself to do this. I would have had to force it. But it all came effortlessly. I watched hundreds of videos about recipes and cooking, and I really enjoyed. But it was very effortless. It wasn't like I had this clear strategy, which we are doing in the Becoming Abundant course.
But he was very immersive.
Yes.
Yeah, very immersive. So every day it was about cooking and videos and Gordon Ramsay and so on and so on. All these great chefs, and yeah, we have tasted a lot of good food because of
Just
that.
yesterday we had a good meal, right? Yeah. So I was very surprised about the approach from Dr. Joe. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. He's very careful with this. He doesn't want to make it, I think he doesn't want it to be for people just something like you sit on the couch and it will fly into your lap. So he really took this 3D approach as well, and he taught us this. And it's good to know, but like those things I kind of do separately, or they come as a result of my change. But what I really want to focus on when I do Dr. Joe Dispenza's work is to become the abundant person, is to become my future self.
We hope that we gave you some good insights, and maybe we saved you a little bit of money.
And if you feel like getting the course anyways, feel free. Absolutely, you can definitely learn things from it and take things from it. I definitely don't regret purchasing it in spring.
And don't ever forget that you are unlimited.
Thank you so much for being here with us. And if you would like to share some more time with us, we also have this video here for you next.
Thank you for being with us.